gonna stay right here.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're...
All right. Clap it up. Yeah. I know we started a little bit late. We was having a little bit of technical difficulties, but this is the One West News Desk. Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge out of One West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And like I said before, this is the One West News Desk. I'm holding it down for Captain Saparia, and this is my host for the day, Officer.
$1,000. You gotta get into it.
Yeah. Like we said, we bring out the news, we bring out the international news, national news, and some local news. But today we want to get into this international news. And the one thing that we really want to get into, our the U.S. President Donald Trump. Did y'all hear what happened with Donald Trump? You got an article?
Come on.
Go ahead, pull an article for me.
Come on.
We're gonna get into it.
If I could, it was heavy. Did you hear his response to it when they asked about it?
What was his response? Tell me what his response was.
They said, why do you think that there's been, multiple attacks? He said, he straight went to arrogance. He said, oh, I guess because I'm great, and not so many words. He said, I'm up there with the greats, Lincoln. It's unfortunate, but I'm up there. When you do good things, people want to come. They want to get you.
Hey man, they said he 52 points below in what they call it, the rating that they do in approval rating. In the approval rating, they said that was even less than Biden. Of course, less than Biden, but they was like it was less than George W. Bush and Jimmy Carter. Back in the day. And I mean, he wiped the floor with them when it comes to being disapproved of. You understand what I'm saying? And disapproval of an American president is nothing that's abnormal. You understand? A lot of these countries have never liked any of the American presidents. You understand? Because of the horrible and the wicked things they have done to nations throughout since their inception. You understand what I'm saying? And we look at America because our minds have been distorted with the propaganda of America. You understand? But as a nation who makes international rules and breaks international rules. You understand what I'm saying? They make rules for you to abide by, but then they don't abide by those rules. You understand what I'm saying? Which is a horrible thing. You understand? You got that?
Come on.
Let's get into this article. You know what I mean? And let's tackle it and let's break it down. Go ahead.
Come on. Shooting suspect charged with attempted assassination of Trump at Washington dinner. White House.
Go ahead.
White House correspondents dinner shooting suspect Cole Thomas Allen has been charged with attempting to assassinate the president.
Hey, check this out, right? Attempting to assassinate, but let's break it down though, right? Did you see the assassin? Did you see the assassin?
God, he looked like Sinbad.
He looked like Sinbad. So he looked like what?
He like brothers.
Looked like a brother, right? God. So now let's analyze it, right? Not, we're not going to speculate or anything, but we're going to analyze it and break it down a little bit, right? He looked like a brother, right? So when it comes to, the CIA, the FBI, and the Secret Service, we have not had a great track record when it comes to encounters with them. You understand? Let alone, DC police and all these other, militant agencies, right? So it was a brother, right?
Okay.
The first question I want to ask is, first off, how did he get, even if he got a room or two away, how did he get in?
Right.
You understand?
Okay.
The second question I want to ask is, how did he get in with a shotgun, a gun, and a couple of knives? Right?
Right. You can't even cover like that. So like,
Right. So the third question I want to ask is, he let off a round. He hit, if I'm not mistaken, he hit a Secret Service agent in the chest that was happened to wear a vest. Right. Now, when they showed him, what did he look like? What position was he in when they showed him?
restrained.
He was restrained, right?
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. When he was restrained, did he have any knees in his back?
Nah.
Did he have any gunshot wounds?
Nah.
Did he have any bruises?
Nah.
When has
Good night.
a black man
Right.
ever got into the range of a president? And let's not even do a president. Let's just say in a in close proximity to what they call it, police,
Right. Okay.
with weapons,
Okay.
with weapons to destroy, and not been restrained to the point he was unalive,
Okay.
or even bruised, battered, and swole up.
Right.
Not to mention pictures of him with officers' knees and elbows in the back of his neck. You understand what I'm saying? And we're not gonna get into conspiracy theories, but it's a lot of things that don't seem right to me personally. You understand? And it goes back to the young kid that took the shot at him, or supposedly took the shot at him.
Right.
After that happened, we haven't heard anything about that. Right? They mentioned something about it maybe 3 weeks ago that he was locked up, but they was only stating that he was locked up. We haven't heard anything about that anymore, right? Assassination of an attempted assassination of a president, right?
Yeah.
And then not to mention the dude that got locked up with the AR rifle that was on the other side of the golf course that they said was trying to get into
Right.
to do the same thing, right? A lot of this stuff to me just seems, I don't want to say fabricated, but the moves that Trump made, especially starting a war that they absolutely knew they couldn't win, right?
Okay.
And a lot of times it all ties back to this Epstein file, because a lot of people keep asking the question, what does Israel have over President Trump that's causing him to make moves that when he came into office, he said he wasn't going to start a war. And he said he's absolutely going to try to stop the wars that was already going on. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't want to speculate, but certain things just don't add up. And a lot of times when a person tries to assassinate a president, they get wiped out like that. Not to mention, think about the sister a few years back that ran into the White House gate and they unalived her. She had her kid in the car. This was some years back. You understand?
I remember that.
Right. Now, she didn't have a gun in the car.
Right.
You understand? But as soon as they got to that car, they opened fire on her and unalived her with her kid in the back seat.
Oh, okay.
You understand what I'm saying? This situation was 100 times worse. 100 times worse. As a matter of fact, I really want to hear from brothers and sisters online. I want to hear how they feel about the situation. You understand? Anybody got any questions? You understand? Any questions or comments? Put your questions and comments in the chat. I cannot do this.
Yeah.
Man. I feel like I am an old man for real. I'm an old. This is not my gift.
Yo,
I'm hoping y'all help me out. Somebody, let me see.
Somebody said we devil worship.
Who said that? Let me see. Hold up.
Oh, man.
Let me see who
We get attacked.
I can't touch this thing. Listen, hold on.
Let me see.
You know what?
Let me see.
Let's go right here. Let's go right here. Hold on. There we go.
Oh, nice. Good night.
Ooh,
Mm.
y'all are devil worshippers. Sandra, tell us why we devil worshippers. Let's get into that. Tell us why we devil worshippers. You understand?
Okay. And I guarantee,
Sandra, can we make this bigger?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I don't know how it got like that. It happened to somebody. Somebody was like, "How did this happen?"
Yeah,
I don't know what happened to it.
I want Sandra to tell us why we devil worshipers.
I did that too.
Let me see. I want to know, Sandra, tell us why we devil worshipers. Oh man, come on. I want to hear her answer.
But that's somebody.
Daryl Lynn, all that effort and they ain't get. Yeah, exactly. All of that effort and they still ain't get them. Listen, we not advocating for anybody to be unalive, but they put a lot of effort into it. And Sister Rawa, I want to say I don't think the intention was for them to unalive him, but to keep him in the going in the direction that Israel wants him to go in. You understand what I'm saying? The intention wasn't to unalive him, but to keep him, focused on, the war in Iran. Let's see. Let me see what she talking about. She said the Jews are devil worshiping with this. What does
no, that's just a comment. That's a sister.
Oh, that's Priest Korah. No, that's Korah.
What is that?
That's Korah.
Oh,
all right, Korah. What's up, brother? Wait, I want to see what the sister got to say. Y'all are devil worshipers. Wow. Hey, listen.
It might be her.
Erlyn Khan, I understand. Definitely. You understand what I'm saying? So all the time, it's not about unaliving him, but listen, they understand too that Trump has an ego issue, right? And all you have to do is challenge his ego, and you can just about get him to do anything. Understand this, right? Israel tried to get George W. Bush to do the same thing. They tried to get Obama to do the same thing. You understand? They tried to get Biden to do the same thing. They understood in bringing Trump in, they could get Trump to do anything that they want, playing with his ego. You understand what I'm saying? And Trump loves to be worshiped. So if you act as though you're worshiping him and giving him all kinds of praises, you can get Trump to do anything. And as we see, he's doing anything. He went so far now to the point where he understands that he made a bad move, but now it's like a catch-22. You understand? It's either you get revealed or you get destroyed. One way or another, his career, well, he never had a career. You understand? And it's not in politics. He never had a career in politics. And as we should all understand, it doesn't take much to be a politician or a president at that. You understand? It only takes the person who can get the most money. This is what a war chest is. You understand what I'm saying? If you can collect a lot of money, or if you can bring a lot of money to the table, or if you can lobby people with your money, you can become president. You understand? This is the reason why the system of America and the things that are happening in America continue to happen over and over and over again. America is a machine. It's not a country, it's a machine. And when you become president, you run the playbook of the machine. You understand what I'm saying? And every president that has come in to become president has run the playbook of the machine of America. You understand? What's going on, Mutazabah? checking in. What's going on? And everybody that comes in runs that same playbook. You understand what I'm saying? Think about this, right? This is the reason why. That's it right there. The box. No, right there. That's how you make it big. Right there. Oh, I thought that was it. Because it looked like it was expanding, right? You sure that's not it? Drop it. Drop all.
Do it again?
Yeah, do it again. Oh, okay.
Open a new window.
Oh, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. But I know it's a way that we can make it bigger though. You know, I ain't good with technology. This is not my gift. This is why I like Korai and Bakar and them.
They're
gonna do this, bro. I can't do this. This is not my God. He did not bless me with this part.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You gotta be 40 and under.
Hey, listen, that's what I say. Listen, my phone, as long as I can get phone calls and text messages, right. I'm good. That's it. That's all I can do.
Good.
And I ain't got nothing else. You know. But I guess the sister didn't want to explain herself out. You understand what I'm saying? And it's nothing wrong. We've been called devils before, and then we've actually talked to people and then, changed their way of thinking after they realize, what we out here and what we're doing. And we definitely not connected with the so-called Jewish man. And a lot of people believe that. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people believe that. But getting back to the subject that we was on before, you understand? America is nothing but a machine. And every president that has come in has run the playbook of America. This is the reason why, I want to say since the 50s, we've been voting for the same thing. And we have always had the same outcome. And this is the problem with us, right? Us as a people, we believe everybody's not voting. We're not getting enough votes. It's not that you're not getting enough votes. It's just that the people who are oppressing us has control of everything that happens in America. There's no way that we're going to get liberated by voting. It's just not going to happen. You understand? It's not going to happen. Oh, that's Korai again. What Korai say?
That's him.
I think so. Yo, we got to figure this out. Yo. We too old. Yo, we too old. We too old for this, man. Somebody help us.
Damn it, Riggs.
Too
old for this.
I'm too old for this. Wonder. Okay, no, that's not what we want to do. I know it's a way that we can make it bigger. Right. Medium, small, regular, tall. What tall mean?
Medium. They ain't doing that though.
I want to open the screen.
Okay, you hit that. Maybe that's smaller. There we go.
Okay. Wait a minute. So where's the comments and stuff at?
Hit comments.
Yeah, ain't doing nothing.
Okay, put it back.
Okay, there we go. We got to put it back. We ain't got no luck today. We can put it on the screen, right? We can put it on the screen, then it'll just pop up.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of reporters said that Korai. We understand, but
he put something before it.
Did he put something before it?
I think that's what he was referring to.
Oh, okay. Let me go back again. My little hand's slow. I'm just not good with it.
Oh, that right there.
Okay. Let's see what he said.
Good night. We got a number.
Yeah, we got a number. But yeah. I know Korai said it right, but Korai, I'm not gifted with that number stuff. Look, We gotta figure this out. Oh man. Share your links with referrals. Show comments on stage. Oh, there we go.
No, that's the okay.
Show them right there. There we
Nice.
go. It said that those presidents, even that the security was like, oh yeah, definitely. Hey, Koran, the security was lax. Think about this too, right? If I'm not mistaken, they said they heard some shots, but it wasn't a lot of shots like it should have been.
Right. They showed it. They showed
it
with Trump and his wife.
Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the things that was a lot of the things that happened, just didn't make sense to me. Like I said, the way the dude jetted by with the gun.
Right.
And he jetted by a couple of the security with the gun. You understand what I'm saying? My thing is how did he get that far? How did he get into the building with a gun? Not to mention a shotgun, was it a rifle, a handgun, and a couple of knives?
That's crazy.
Certain things just don't. So now, like I said, and even in dealing with that, this is not the UPK. This is just my thought. It just seems staged to me. Seems staged to the point because I know whenever oppressors get a chance to beat up on or even unalive a black man, they don't give that chance up. And the situation that was right there was a situation where they could have unalived him and had probable cause. You in the vicinity, slide over just a little bit. You in the vicinity of the president.
Right.
And your intentions are to unalive him. So, you understand what I'm saying?
Go.
So,
yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? You understand?
Massey didn't even have a chance, and all she had was a.
Say her name again.
Sonia Massey.
Sonia Massey, and not only exactly,
she just had hot water, a hot pot,
and he told her to pick that up.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
He told her to pick that up. Once she picked it up, then he unalived it.
Okay.
You understand? And just like I said, the sister that was driving around DC with her kid in the back of the car, they unalived her. You understand? No gun, no nothing. They unalived it clean. They even gave a standing ovation in the Congress. Gave the officers a standing ovation. You understand what I'm saying? So this is the reason why I'm saying this really doesn't make sense to me, because it was a situation where there was definitely probable cause. He didn't even get roughed up.
Yeah, I know, right? I
face was clean, because I was expecting to see black eyes.
But,
you understand? And folks swolled up face. You understand? They even put they stripped him down and put a little silver one of those aluminum blankets over top of him. You understand what I'm saying? It just didn't seem right. You understand? It just Cora, they left them the pictures of him was he was naked in the lobby, handcuffed on the ground. You understand? It just didn't, to me, that was the perfect time if you wanted to rough somebody up. It did it, and like I said, unalive.
I thought he was. I just knew he had to be there. I'm like, damn, they showing the dead body on TV.
Right.
He was just lying there. It was a still picture though. And I'm like, damn, they showing a dead body on TV. That's crazy.
Right.
The whole time he wasn't even dead.
Nope. That's why I just said I looked, and even when you're looking at the picture, right? I don't know, man. It just still don't sit right. I mean, I'm not advocating for somebody to be unalive, but just didn't. All of the elements was there for him to be wiped off the earth, but so we understand. So,
if I could
go ahead,
try to help you out with that. I think the problem is, as a rational priest, you're trying to make sense of a world that we live in that's filled with corruption and lies. You know what I mean? And where anything can happen.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like nothing makes sense. You
Right.
know what I mean? We got a world where people believe that Jesus, God, is the same person, and Jesus
Right.
prayed to himself when he was like just a bunch of weirdo stuff. Anyways.
But this is the crazy thing, right? Because when the usual doesn't happen, that's where our minds get.
That's it.
And the agent was shot. Yeah, the agent was shot. And they ain't unalive him. Exactly.
Right.
He shot him right in the vest, in the chest. That was a chest shot. And
right.
so that's what I'm saying. Like, out of all of this, all right, I don't even know how many. They're only saying one shot. They ain't even saying they shot back at him. Right? They're not even saying they shot back at him. But the agent vet, the agent vet saved him. You understand? But again, that was the perfect opportunity for them to alive him because he put an agent's life in jeopardy, not to mention he came in there to unalive the president or some other government officials, is what they said. You understand? So I just, like I said, it don't make sense. They had the perfect opportunity to do what they wanted to do, and it didn't happen. So, we got any more articles? We got any articles on anything else? I think that was the article I really wanted to get into.
Yeah.
You understand?
I mean, it's a more on it if you want to.
Go ahead. Keep reading. Go ahead.
Allen, a 31-year-old California from Allen, a 30-year-old from California, was also charged with weapon offenses relating to the incident in Washington, D.C. Hilton. He did not enter a plea. Donald Trump is satisfied with the Secret Service response to Saturday's shooting at the press dinner, the White House said. But Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt did not rule out possible changes to security protocol with a meeting to take place this week reviewing presidential security.
Think about this, right? You're making changes to security protocol that should have been in place for decades. You understand what I'm saying? So who was the security lapse on? Was it on the FBI? Was it on the CIA? Right. Was it on the Secret Service? You understand? Because if I'm not mistaken, he got past all of them, right? Because if I'm not mistaken, it was FBI agents. No, the FBI was called in, but the CIA and the Secret Service was already there, right? Because they always there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So who was it? Who was the who was the onus on? Who made the mistake? Who allowed the mistake to happen? That's just my name. To me. That's just me. That's just me saying that.
Yeah.
Hey, no conspiracy theories, right? That's just me saying that. That's no UPK. That's just me. You know what I mean? But I mean, think about it, right? How did he get into the building? Period. I know whenever you go to any kind of event, they always got, even when you go down Raven Stadium, they got scanners and everything else down there. They got security all at the door and everything like that. I mean, how do you come in with a gun? I mean, listen, a long gun. Not just gun, just a long gun. You come in with a long gun, a handgun, and a couple of knives. And you mean no metal detector pick none of that up. You understand? Think about it. How did something like that happen? Only in America. You understand? Only in America. I mean, they can't listen. Every president has been protected up to the neck, except for Kennedy. You understand what I'm saying? Except for Kennedy. And Abraham Lincoln. You know? I mean, think about what's going on here. Think about it, right? Who has the power to make a security breach, a breakdown with the CIA or the Secret Service? Who has that power? Who has the power to make America go to a war that they don't want to be involved in? I'm just saying, I'm just saying, because this is a serious breach to where somebody can get into the building. Anybody can come up to a building. Anybody can drive past someplace. But to be able to get into the building, to be able to sprint down a hallway and be just a few doors away from the president. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's a different situation. I'm not advocating for somebody to do something to the president. I'm not on his team either. You understand what I'm saying? But when you see certain things happen, you gotta question. You understand, especially if it's hard for you to sneak into a football game or a baseball game. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, they might as well hire, the Oreo security staff to do the next event. You understand what I'm saying? The Oreo security staff tighter than that.
Okay.
I mean, that's a hell of a task. I mean, they almost got the life of a couple of politicians and the president
Right.
lost.
Right.
You understand? I mean, think about that.
Right.
Look at Korra. I got that picture too, Korra. That's the one I had too.
Yeah, that's the one that was showing on TV.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I mean, think about, look at this, right? He face down. He looked like he thinking to himself like, damn, what made me do that? You know what I mean? Listen, I be thinking about this kind of stuff, right? Don't be surprised if he didn't get paid to do this. Don't be surprised if this wasn't a I don't want to say a hoax, right? I don't believe things just happen mysteriously. I believe it happened on purpose. You understand? But I mean, don't be surprised if, like I said, this was something planned.
Okay.
And this brother right here probably don't know really what's going on. You know what I mean? He probably thought he was carrying out, something good. You understand, that was going to benefit him or his family in the end. You understand? I mean, I don't know how. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? But
if I could,
the way he looked when laying on the ground right here is like, God damn, why I do that? You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I think he should be happy because he could have been unalive. You know what I mean? The best thing is he's alive now. They can't really charge. I mean, yes, they can. That's attempted murder because he put that bullet in that man's chest.
Okay. Oh yeah, they going to the charges right here.
Oh, what's the charge?
So let's say the 31-year-old suspect appeared before a judge in a Washington, D.C. federal court. He faces 3 charges, the most serious of which is attempting to assassinate the president. It could carry a life sentence if he is convicted.
Right.
Allen did not enter a plea today. His next appearance is on Thursday. More charges may be coming, Bishop said.
Think about this though, right? John Hinckley, you remember him?
Who was that? Name sounds familiar.
John Hinckley. What's his name? John Hinckley?
It's John's son. You talking about was he the one that he had an assassination attempt?
Yeah.
Who was
on president?
Who was it? I don't think that's his last name. It's John something.
Yeah. John Hinckley Jr.
That it is John Hinckley Jr.?
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what president he tried to unalive, right?
Lie.
Reagan.
Yeah.
Remember this. That's the reason why they came out with the Brady Law. The Brady Law was a gun law because he shot at Reagan. He nipped Reagan but hit Brady in the head.
Yeah.
Brady was I want to say, I believe he was partially paralyzed for a long time. He
Mm.
passed away some years ago, but his passing came from that
Okay.
from that incident. If
Mm.
I'm not mistaken, it happened in, I want to say 1985. 85.
It sounds right.
Let me see. Hold on. Look it up. Look, let me make sure. I want to make sure I got it right. He did that in. Oh no, shit. Dang. Glocky. I mean that. 81. My bad.
Oh.
81. 1981. And shit, that was at the beginning of Reagan.
Right.
Yeah,
come on.
What's his name? Because he did 2 terms.
Come on.
You understand? Because I want to say, didn't Bush come in right after Reagan?
Come on.
The first father Bush, because he was Ronald Reagan vice president.
Right. Come on.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Yeah, and if I could, it's like everything what you saying about this so-called brother, if that's what he is.
Yeah.
He it's definitely likable. I mean, it makes sense that if, like, the CIA, they will put people in places, they'll set people up. They've been setting up, countries and doing all kinds of things, to make people go against each other. Like, even got with the Southern Law of Poverty.
Southern Poverty Law Center.
Yeah.
We should have got into that.
Yeah, I forgot about it. It just came in my head.
We could have got into that. Matter of fact, let's get into that too. Let's get into after we finish. Then we can get into that. Then we can hit the class. We're going to hit the class after we get into that.
Yeah, but it's just so much sneakiness. Like, America's not to be trusted.
Right.
So it's like they could have very well hired him. He probably got caught doing something crazy.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Look, check this out. This is how you can get out of it.
We'll let you off."
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty much like, you done. I don't know what we can do for you, but you got kids, you got family. We can set them up. They gonna be good.
Right.
Your life is over. You probably gonna get. Ain't no way we can get you out of this.
Right.
You know what I mean? You probably gonna get that life sentence, but you know what I mean. Your kids gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Your wife gonna be.
We're gonna take care of everybody else.
Right. Come on.
Yeah.
You want. It's a little. I don't know what it is, but it's a little bit. Nah, just like the same. It ain't nothing. Let me say, hold on. It say Justice Department leaders spoke about Allen's alleged plans for the shooting, including photos of knives and guns they say Allen carried with him, and an email they described as a manifesto.
Right.
But they say a more specific motive is not clear yet.
See, most of the time when they leave a manifesto, they expect to die.
God.
You know what I mean? And the jet that he did when he ran into there is a run of a Geronimo run. You jump off the edge of a cliff. Geronimo.
Right.
You understand? He expected to be lit up.
Dang.
The look on his face when they got him on the ground is like these
Right.
MFers didn't do what they
Right.
were supposed to do.
Right.
Now I gotta sit here and I gotta suffer and I gotta look at the pain and anguish on my family face. That's the look that he got on his face, laying on that floor. They were supposed to unalive me like I wanted them to. You know? I didn't even really think about that till just now. You know what I mean? That look that's on his face, he got the look of disappointment. Like,
Right.
this is not the way it's supposed to win.
Right.
They were supposed to shot me up. I was supposed to be unalive. You understand? Life got a funny way. I ain't even gonna say life. I'm gonna say, listen, we always say that. You ever heard somebody say life is not fair?
Yeah.
Life is not fair. Life is fair. It's just the people that you meet in life that are not fair.
Right.
You understand? The sun shines on me as it shines on you. It rains on my head as it rains on your head. It's not life itself. It's the people that we meet in life. You understand?
Yeah.
And us as Blacks, Hispanics, and Natives, we so trusting of the very people that hate us that we really believe that life is unfair, and it's never been life. It's the people that we meet in life. You understand? When you trust in these heathens, when you trust in the oppressor, this is what happens to us. You understand? We end up laying on that floor with that anguish and disgust on our face. You look at his face, that face, just him, that same picture that they show is just that look of like, this is not the way it was supposed to go. Like, you got people who have the spirit on them where they want to be unalived or they want to unalive themselves, which is an evil spirit. They go to so far as to doing the very thing that they believe is going to get them unalived and wiped off the earth. And next thing you know, they in a position right here. Now he got to face court. Now, this is what's going to happen. They're going to have him on suicide watch just to make sure he lived this thing out. You understand what I'm saying? You see how they did Epstein, right? Mm-hmm. I don't believe that was a suicide. You know, he had a lot of big name people. You understand? And there's a lot of people who benefit from his death. You understand? Yeah, okay. It's a lot of people that benefit from his death. So, wait a minute. Say that again. Right. He said, Korah said he is linked to Israel. They found it. Yeah. That's crazy. I believe it. I wouldn't be surprised. You understand? I wouldn't be surprised. He's linked to Israel. We just said that in the beginning, right? Yeah, okay. It wouldn't be surprising that this is something that Israel set up to keep Trump in line. Remember, going down that same path. Because Trump gets sporadic and then he makes his own moves and then he goes in a different direction. You understand? Trump is a I don't want to say a fool, right? But he's sporadic in everything that he say. He don't care what he's saying, and at times he don't care what he does. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And they use different tactics to keep him going in the direction that they want him to go in. And like I said, even with the young kid that they use, that now they ain't even talking about him no more. Now they got this one, right? If they feel like he might be, because think about this, right? The last few weeks, they've been talking about Trump trying to find an off-ramp to get out of this war. If they find the off-ramp for Trump getting out of this war and the war ends, that means Netanyahu goes to court. Netanyahu is found guilty. He gets brought up on war crimes. He gets charged with I believe it was embezzlement and some other charges in Israel, which they started to bring up on him before all of this war stuff started with the Palestinians starting off in the beginning. He was going to court for that. While war is going on, they can't do that. But if the war stops and the war is ended, you understand, and they come to an agreement and a conclusion, this is what happens to Netanyahu. Mm-hmm. So in order to keep Trump on course, boom, this happens. And then they say what? They say, oh, look, Iran has got, look at Iran picking people up and letting people, do all kinds of stuff. Look, this was Iran. We found out it was Iran. You understand what I'm saying? Right. And that's how they keep Trump. But now, like Korah just sent and said that he was linked to Israel. Listen, it makes sense. It really makes sense. You know what I mean? Because look at what they did with the young kid, the dude that they caught on the backside of the golf course. Him too. We ain't hearing nothing about them no more. But the last 4 weeks, they've been talking about Trump trying to find the off-ramp to get out of this war because you got the midterms coming up. And if this war is still going on, the Republican Party is down to 2. Then that means the Democratic Party takes control of the House again. the Democratic Party takes control of the House again, then Trump gets brought up on his charges. Remember a couple of weeks ago when he said that, Roy, if we lose, then they're going to try to impeach me. They're going to, do all kinds of stuff. They're going to try to get me, and brought up on war crimes and things like that, Think about it. Because who's allowing Israel to destroy the Palestinians, to destroy the Lebanese people like that? Or who's allowing Israel to attack Iran? You understand? Trump is the face of the whole war. You understand? And the thing about it is, they already said he done started 2 wars and he done lost 2 wars. He's a loser. You understand? Ain't that the same thing he said about what's the guy name that passed away?
You talking about the hero dude?
Yeah,
right?
the hero. So how's he the hero? He got captured. He got captured. Think about it, right? I mean, everything is lining up just to be. You understand? Oh, is that an Israeli defense? Oh shit, he got an Israeli Defense Force sweater on.
Oh,
hey, Korah, think about this, right? I want you to think about this, Korah. How ironic is it that picture will pop up right now? Think about it. You understand? I mean, who sits? Think about this, right? Who sits and takes a photo with an IDF sweater on?
Sure.
I mean, this has set up all the way across the board. So now think about this, right? Look at what I just said. Who wears an IDF sweater? So if we start talking like that, then they say, well, Israel didn't do it. Why would they, So Israel can throw something out there and say, well, why would we do something like that? Why would we give them an IDF sweater?
Right.
So you throwing this is like a double reverse.
Right.
You know what I mean? Why would we do that? Then you'd be like, oh, damn, yeah, right. Why would y'all do that? Oh, let's go look over here. You know what I mean? Israel like, we got them again. You know what I mean? Think about it, right? This is nothing but a double reverse right here. It could be a double reverse. I don't want to jump to conclusions. I don't want to say it's fake. I don't want to say it's not fake. You understand what I'm saying? But it's funny the things that pop up every time you start coming to certain conclusions. Look what they did right here. He running through there, goes in your junk, and now all of a sudden he got an IDF on. Yeah, you know what I mean? But like I said, if you think about it, assassinations that didn't never go through. It's just a setup, you know what I mean? It's just you trying to keep somebody in line, and you keep telling them, the people after you. You know what I mean? The whole time you looking at the people. Next thing you know, the dude that's telling you the people after you, the one be stabbing you in the back.
We the people.
We the people. We them boys, Anyway, let's drop that. We're gonna set up. We're gonna get ready for the class. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Hey, listen, with the Israelite School of Practical Knowledge out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. This is the 1 West News Desk. I'm holding it down for my captain, Captain Saparia. I am Officer Mathum, and this is
Officer 1,000 Alizar.
Officer of 1,000 Alizar, my right-hand man. And we got my nephew out there, Lil Darash. Say what's up to the people.
Shalom.
Shalom, he said. All right, and with that, Shalom Israel. Let's see if we can get up off of here, get ourselves set up. You understand? You understand?
We got black Latinos and Native Americans. When the Lord says that our kingdom is to come, as long as we follow the law, statutes, and commandments.
cameraman. If shit getting active, I'ma stand it down. We taking ground, call the ambulance. That shit go. If shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that. That shit go. If you got a problem, we'll handle it. Niggas acting hard, you better stand on it. We on every corner, we stamping it. You better get your life for this camp shit. We ain't playing around, there's no cowards, dog. If niggas charged up, you get powered off. Rude of speech, keep it raw. It ain't my fault that you niggas soft. It ain't my fault that these niggas frauds. It ain't my fault that them niggas rats. If your colors fly, you don't get that shit go. Right. If shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that. That shit go right. If shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that right. That shit go.
Wanna go to war, gotta hop into the van. Tryna cut the semen, something you don't understand. Getting checked for my betterment, better take it like a man. Nigga, how you walk away for camp? If you willing to die, you better be willing to stand. Take a trip around the world, see a bunch of corners held by them UPK niggas. All them UPK niggas go to camp. And I'm on Shamar here, hanging out the car. Wonder when I pull up straight to the battlefield. And I'ma make sure niggas make it back home. Say, nigga, what you thought? Whether anything moving, I be on. Gotta remind them, we nothing like them niggas that you saw. If you hear back up, that'll be your last time to get out the way. The price to pay before
that shit go.
Nah, for real though.
If shit go, you best get right, or you'll get you got that right. That shit go.
Nah, for real though.